Okay, Broncos country, looks like we are live, but you guys know the drill by now. We got to let the stream breathe for just a second here and make sure that everything is nice and stable all across the YouTube platform. Welcome in, Broncos country, to this Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream before the pregame show. We're still going to be doing the pregame show live from the stadium, but the Broncos did have a transaction they made before the game, and I figured might as well go live here for about 15-ish minutes before I take off for the stadium. Before we get into that, guys, we're going to go ahead and let some people stream on in here and take care of some housekeeping matters. Please be sure to leave a like on this stream as well as subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you guys want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. I would really appreciate it. Not mandatory, but if you guys want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description below. We've already got 48 people in the house, so let's go ahead and get into this news here, sharing our screen. Make sure that is in. All right, we are good. So the Broncos are promoting wide receiver and punt returner Michael Bandy to their 53-man roster. He takes the roster spot vacated by the JT Gray release. So we're going to be back to clenching our butt cheeks every single time that Michael Bandy goes back to field a punt. He muffed that punt in the Houston game. And so, yeah, man, I don't know if I have a lot of confidence in Michael Bandy. Hopefully he's able to hold on to his punts today. And quite frankly, I don't want him to worry about trying to return them. Just worry about trying to catch it. That is the most important thing here. So that is the roster move. It doesn't seem like Denver's going to elevate anybody else from the practice squad for this game. Let's go ahead and start saying hi to some people here. We got Mr. Meatballs in the house. How's it going, Gage? Good. Very good. How about yourself? We've got JG saying, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, JG. So what's the score going to be on the Broncos-Raiders game? I'm not going to say it here. I'm going to defer you to my game prediction video that I put out yesterday, but I do believe the Broncos will win. I'll just put it that way. We got Productive, Not Busy. Good to see you. I enjoy your podcast. Go Broncos, says Donald. Thank you so much. Brian says 34-17 Broncos. Meatballs asks if I miss Tim Patrick. I certainly do, man. I think that Tim Patrick, just from a locker room and leadership perspective, I absolutely miss him. Brad says, yo, Gage, no trap game talk. I'll just put it this way. If the Denver Broncos handle their business, this shouldn't be a trap game. The Raiders aren't a good team. They're just not. They don't have the talent that the Denver Broncos do. But if Denver plays down to their competition like we've seen them do before, this game does have a chance to get ugly. But usually Denver does take care of teams that are worse than them. They take care of bad football teams. I'm hoping they're able to do that in this game. Stress returner, seriously. I need them to cover 9 points. Yeah, I think they can probably cover 9 points. That's pretty reasonable. I have them, spoiler alert, I have them right at 9, so that would probably be a push for you, I imagine. Donald in the house, good guys 28, bad guys 16. Bandy will be fine, but I'm pretty upset Mims isn't suiting up. I'm just upset because of the way that situation happened with Darren Rizzi and Sean Payton having that miscommunication during the Cowboys game. The game was already a blowout, and Marvin Mims should have never been in there. It should have been Bidet and Harvey. Instead, it was Bidet and Mims. Mims fielded the punt, got popped. It was kind of a questionable hit, I'm not going to lie. And now he's going to miss at least his second game, which sucks. And we talked about this yesterday. Denver didn't hold any live practices this week. They just did walkthroughs, and you have to do at least one live contact practice in order for you to clear the concussion protocols. So that's probably why he didn't clear it in this game. We got Davis Handler in the house saying, let's go Broncos. Productive says 24-14 Broncos. Look forward to your vids, man. Let's go Broncos. Thank you so much, Jay. I really appreciate it. And again, we will be going live for the pregame show in the stadium and the postgame show afterwards. We will also be streaming the press conferences. And I think I found a way to get around the crappy stadium Wi-Fi. I'm going to walk up to the KFC that's nearby the nearby the stadium, and they've got much better Wi-Fi for the press conferences. So that's going to be my plan there. We've got Davis saying, you're a blessing. Thank you for your service. Really appreciate it. NVQ says 13-7 Raiders at the start. 42-13 Denver wins. Start of the fourth quarter. Jesus Christ, that'd be hilarious. But I could honestly see this game starting off in favor of the Raiders, and then Denver pulls away in some sort of blowout like they did last year. DeAndre says, no trap game talk. We expect to win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Denver should not play down to the Raiders. Absolutely. I am indeed going to the game. I always go to the home games, and then we stream the road games here in the Hot Box Closet Studios. So, yeah, that is how we approach all of our games here on Broncos Syndicate. 44-20 Broncos, so pretty similar to the Dallas Cowboys game. David has them putting up a 40-burger on them. Put McLaughlin and Bidet on the returns. That is an interesting wrinkle. We'll see if Jaleel McLaughlin is active for this game. But in terms of punt returning, I think they trust Michael Bandy out there, and that's why he is going to be out there. Wi-Fi can't stop you. Absolutely. Absolutely cannot stop me. Division games are completely different to break down. They are, especially division games on Thursday Night Football. Whenever it's a short week, it gets screwy. It really does. You don't have the time to prepare. And division games, you can almost always throw out the record anyway. We've seen a lot of division games on Thursday Night Football this year, and almost all of them have been crazy. And even if it was expected to be a blowout, it ended up being a close game. You think about that Dolphins-Bills game as a perfect example of this. Nobody expected that game to be competitive, and Miami went into Buffalo and gave the Bills hell. So we'll see what happens in this game. Again, if Denver takes care of their business, I'm not going to be worried about it at all. No, I'm mad because Michael Bandy coughed up that ball last week, and I don't trust him. I don't trust him either. I think Broncos country collectively doesn't trust him. I've seen some people in the chat saying they do. Good on you, but I know every time that Michael Bandy is going to go back to accept a punt, I'm going to be clenching my cheeks a little bit because I'm worried he's going to put it on the carpet. What roster move did we make? They promoted Michael Bandy to the active roster. That was the move. We discussed it right at the beginning of this stream. Mr. Meatball says 37-9. That would be nice, man. And again, I could easily see that if the Denver Broncos take care of business and keep their foot on the gas for all four quarters. Yeah, we already got that one, David. Got to stop Brock Bowers. That is job number one for the Denver Broncos defense. They've got to sell out to take away Brock Bowers. Double team him, triple team him, but put Barron on him, put Hufanga on him, put Brandon Jones on him. Everybody needs to contribute to taking away Brock Bowers. The Raiders don't have a true man coverage beater outside of Brock Bowers and to a certain extent Ashton Genty out of the backfield. I'm not worried about their receivers. I'm confident in Denver's DBs, even not at full strength, to be able to hold up in man coverage against their receivers that include guys like Trey Tucker, Tyler Lockett, Dante Thornton Jr., Jack Besh, Alex Bachman. I'm very confident in Denver's ability to stop those guys. We already stopped Tyler Lockett once this year when he played for the Titans, so Denver kind of knows how to deal with him already. That's the one guy I'm a little bit worried about outside of Bowers just because he has that chemistry with Geno Smith. We got Broncos Tube in the house. Good to see you, burp, Gage. Ronnie says, I wouldn't even trust Michael Bandy because he almost blew that game last week. They should put Tyler Bidet right next to him. I mean, I could see maybe them putting Tyler Bidet back there instead of Bandy. But again, man, they clearly trust Michael Bandy to field these punts. Hopefully, muffing was just a one-off thing. Even Marvin Mims has had a couple of muffs here and there. So hopefully they trust him. Drop Chris Abrams' drain on Bowers. We could see that, but I think they want Chris Abrams' drain on the outside, taking away the receivers in this game, taking away the guys like Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, Jack Besh. Tyler Lockett is predominantly going to be in the slot. Victory says, go, Bo, go. Last Broncos game I went to, Russ beat the Chiefs in 2023. Great first game in Denver that I went to. Yeah, that was a fun one, man. That one was awesome. It was a cold game. I wish we would have had some snow for that one, but the atmosphere, the energy in the stadium, that one was special. I will remember that one for a long time. Victory also says 27-13 Broncos. If you triple team one player, you open up another player. Even if that's true, I'm not confident in the Raiders beating, or I'm confident in the Denver Broncos taking away those players, and I'm not confident in the Raiders beating us there. I'm just not. So at the end of the day, man, yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. If anything, I'll get a Mountain Dew there. I don't really eat a lot of fast food, if I'm being honest. Maybe some French fries if I'm feeling it. I ate some bolognese before heading to the game. So yeah, I'll be leaving probably within 30-ish minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Hot take: the Broncos will re-sign either JFM or Roach or J.K. Dobbins during the bye week. Honestly, I think we could see that. And right now, I would say that JFM and probably J.K. Dobbins are the most deserving. Not saying that Roach isn't deserving, but both of those guys are definitely very deserving. I ain't worried about no Raiders team, too much talent on this team. Exactly. If the Broncos take care of business, this shouldn't be close. This Raiders team, they've got Max Crosby, and that's about it on defense. And then offensively, they're trying to do a bunch of soul searching right now. They've got Brock Bowers, they got Ashton Genty, and if Geno Smith can get his ass in gear, we know that Geno Smith can be a really good quarterback. He's been a good quarterback in Seattle, but at the end of the day, Denver has more talent from top to bottom, and if they play well, they should take care of business. KAD needs to hit Bowers like he hit Stroud. Again, that was not a dirty hit whatsoever. That was a completely clean hit. Any Texans fan that'll try to convince you otherwise is full of it. Broncos defense will show out today. I hope so, man. I really do hope so. Mr. Meatball, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really, really appreciate it. New channel member here on Broncos Syndicate. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Let's go Broncos no matter what. Knicks, 3 passing touchdowns. That would be sick. How do you feel about Jahdae Barron so far? I think he's done a really good job. When they drafted him, they envisioned him being their starting nickel. Problem was Chris Abrams-Drain was playing so well in training camp in the preseason, they just couldn't take him off the field. So Barron's been playing as a dime backer predominantly, and I feel like he's done a really good job in that role. This D is getting 2 interceptions. Geno Smith has been forcing throws into really tight windows recently, so that would not surprise me at all. Make those throwing windows tight and make Geno have to put it in some tight spots. Hufanga gets a pick tonight. I could see that. Stadium food is culinary sewage. Yeah, I agree. I do not eat the food at that stadium, not even a little bit. It's going to be a great game. As always, the defense will be so up and the offense will be on tonight. We'll be just fine tonight. Remember, it's the Raiders. Absolutely. Absolutely. 25 friends coming over for the game. 10 Raiders fans, 15 Broncos fans. Oh, that's going to be a hell of a party. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start winding this thing down here. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. And once again, we are going to be live from the stadium for the pregame as well as the postgame. Be sure to leave a like on this stream as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Yes, I will be at the Green Bay game. I'm going to be at all the home games this year. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.